Hello guys, how you doing? So, welcome back to my reactions, and as you can see I'm going to watch episode 120 of One Piece today. So this last episode was really intense and we got to see this really big fight between Zoro and Mr. One, and I was already expecting this to be really hard for Zoro, considering the abilities of Mr. One and how hard he was, and I mean literally. But yeah, it was still really interesting to see this fight and to see that Zoro was trying really hard to be able to cut Mr. One. But in the end, that was going to be a really big challenge because he never cut steel before. So yeah, he would need to figure a way to do it. And we saw that he was struggling really hard during that fight. And we saw some really scary moments when he was being badly injured. And we even saw this like moment close to the end when it really looked like he got finished. So that was one of the most tense moments I have seen so far with Zoro, because that really didn't look good. But yeah, we were able to discover some new things, and he did as well. And in that moment, he mentioned that he was able to sense the rhythm of the materials around him, and I believe he said that it was something that happened with him before, and I think it was against Mihawk, and how he was sensing these things when he was close to dying. So yeah, that was a really interesting thing to learn, that he can actually sense these materials and then probably like adapt his technique to be able to cut it somehow. So yeah, it's something that I'm not like fully aware yet of how it works, but we were able to see that he was sensing the rhythm of those stones and he instantly cut them. And then he sensed the rhythm of the steel on Mr. One's body, and when he like did that thing with the sword on those leaves, when he was like trying to cut them, he didn't cut the leaves. So that was basically implying that depending on the rhythm of the material, he can adapt his sword or the technique he uses on the sword to be able to cut it. So if he's able to cut that one, he's probably not going to be able to cut other things. So that kind of relates to the sentence that his master said before, that some swordsmen are able to cut nothing and steal. So it's like something that I didn't really understand at the time, and it's also like a bit hard to explain, but I feel like I at least understand it a bit better right now, and I find this mechanic really interesting as well, because it's probably going to be not exactly a turning point in Zoro's abilities, but if he's able to master this technique, and if he's able to sense all of these rhythms on the materials when he wants and not just when he's like in the brink of death, yeah, it's going to be really helpful to him, and it's probably going to improve a lot. And it's actually something that I'm loving right now about this moment in the arc, and we keep seeing all of these individual fights against all of these agents. And yeah, we saw Usopp and Chopper before against Mr. Four and Miss Merry Christmas, and then we saw Sanji against Mr. Two, and then Nami against Miss Double Finger, and now Zoro against Mr. One. And every single one of those fights really tested their abilities and their willpower, and it was really nice to see how all of them were able to overcome these enemies, and they were able to like do it by themselves as well. And it's something that I really appreciated, because we saw a lot of development on each of those characters. We saw how determined they are in accomplish this and on helping Vivi defend this country. So yeah, it was really nice to see that everyone managed to do it. And right now, I believe that all of the agents got defeated, and the final ones are basically Crocodile and Missile Sunday. But yeah, she's like a special case, and I'm not too sure about what she's thinking. So right now, I'm not too sure if I should include her in this or not, because we have seen her helping Luffy before and all of the other cases. So I'm not too sure if she's going to, like, she's looking for the right time to do something and to go against Crocodile. But yeah, it's just theories right now, and I believe that they should be mostly concerned about Crocodile and stopping him. So yeah, really hope that happens eventually. It's probably going to be really hard, and Vivi really needs to be careful around this guy. And also hope that they manage to save King Cobra because he's not in a really good position right now. And yeah, we also got to learn about this thing called Pluton, and apparently it's like some kind of material that creates a big explosion or something. I'm not too sure of how they explained it, but yeah, it's apparently something that was strong enough to destroy a whole island. So that already tells how like dangerous this thing is. But they also mentioned that it's not like clear if it exists or not. So it's something that we don't know yet if it's real. But since like there's some knowledge about this, I want to believe that it really exists. But we are probably not going to see it for now, or at least that's what I think right now. But yeah, either way, I'm really curious to find out more about this and to see how they're going to stop Crocodile. And also hope that they show Luffy as soon as possible because we haven't seen him since that moment when he got like saved by Missile Sunday. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see more of this. I'm definitely loving this moment of the arc because we are getting like action in every single episode and we keep seeing a lot of new things. So yeah, either way, I really hope you guys are ready and let's start the episode. Also that poneglyph. Yeah, and they need to stop that ship from firing that. I'm really curious to see what exactly is going to be the counter to Crocodile. How are they going to be able to eat him? Because his power is really, really strong. Oh, oh, she removed the ends. Was it because she was about to be cut? But I don't know. Damn. Oh, she got cut. Oh, so if they cut one of those parts, she gets cut in that part of her body. Is that it? Yeah, need to be careful. Hmm. Yep. Damn. Oh. Yeah, what's happening? What did they do? The water that shortens their lives? Really? They're basically sacrificing themselves to be able to defeat this guy. Damn. That's really honorable from them. Also, I had no idea something like that existed. Yeah, it's going to be really hard to make him realize anything. Just cares about himself. His power is just... His love, though. Damn. I really hope they manage to do something. It's already happening. Oh my god, this love is so... I can't believe he's making me laugh because of that. I feel so bad for those guys, though. Dog fruit. There's a lot of people with these kind of powers in this place. I really wonder what's the counter to this power. Looks really broken. So far, no one was able to hit him. There's Zoro. Yeah, you need to rest. You got injured quite badly. Damn. They're safe. Still wondering about Luffy, but... He's Usopp. It's when they were planning that moment. Of course. But he came for Usopp as well in the end. Yeah, I'm still thinking about that. I really hope not. I don't believe he is, but I need to be sure. Because that wound was no joke. Yeah, as much as it hurts, they need to focus on this right now. That guy. Oh, everyone managed to do it, but yeah, it was a big challenge to everyone. And this weapon. It's going to be so funny to see Nami fighting all the time. I'm still remembering that moment with the sprinklers or something. That was hilarious. But that ultimate move is actually really strong. Yep. Hopefully he's eating right now. It was nice for them to show this moment before they went along with that plan to trick the agents. Yeah, back to this. Oh my god. Yeah, being stupid should be a crime as well. Oh, 25 minutes to the explosion time. They announced that 2 episodes ago, so are they saying that only 5 minutes passed? Just interesting to know. Oh, there's Koza. He's going to say it. He's going to learn about all of this. Yeah, yeah. Basically this. He's going to remember that and how he got tricked. This is also really hard on Koza. Yep. And he's saying it. Doesn't even care anymore. Man, this guy. He needs to stop this rebellion. Then, yeah, these guys should focus on that ship. And this guy. Yeah. Hmm. That's also true. Yeah, Vivi is right. You need to think well about how to do it. Defeat that guy. And stop that, of course. Yep. He needs to stop all of this war and then work together to defeat Crocodile. What is he about to do? Oh, he's still there. Nice. Man, this is so tense. Yeah, these memories. This really looks like a death flag to this guy, and I don't like it. Yeah, seeing all of these sacrifices for the bigger cause, it's painful. Everyone is trying their best to stop this. I can only imagine how many people already died. Ooh, damn. Well, nothing worse than what's already happening. Yeah, just surrender this fight. Yep. Going to happen now. They need to stop when they see them. There it is. Hopefully they stop. Yes. That was good. Also Koza. That was really nice. It's finally over, at least this part. Hmm. But the problem is that there's still millions and billions there, right? Oh my god. Was that them? Exactly. I was thinking about that. Oh my god. I can't believe this. Man, these moments always piss me off so much. And right in this instant when they were showing all of that people, I immediately realized that there were like these billions and millions like infiltrated in this rebellion. So yeah, I was afraid that those would not stop and actually like decide to still attack. So it's exactly what happened, and they are even in both sides. They're in the rebellion part and in the royal army. So yeah, this is just really bad, and I can't believe this actually happened to Koza. It's really unfair, and I really hope that they managed to save him. I'm not too sure because he was shot a lot of times. So yeah, I'm really scared right now, and yeah, this is just a cliffhanger that's going to make me want to watch the next episode right away. And I I don't know if Chopper would be able to save him. We know that he's a doctor, and hopefully he gets here and like tries to save Koza. But yeah, right now it's not looking too good. And I was actually wondering because we saw how they all stopped, and it looked like it was going to be over, and I was honestly believing that. But then it just crossed my mind that there's people infiltrated in both of these sides, and yeah, this just happened. Like some of them just decided to fire at Koza, and like the other ones are going to most likely get triggered by this. And in this case, probably the royal army, they are going to see what this rebellion part did to Koza. So I'm not too sure if they are going to counterattack and proceed with all of this war, but hopefully not. But yeah, it's something that I'm going to discover in this episode, or in this next episode most likely. So yeah, right now the situation, it was looking a bit better, even though we saw a lot of sacrifices. Those four guys who decided to take this water, and it would apparently give them a lot of strength, but at the same time they wouldn't have much time left to live, so that would be like really bad for them. But yeah, it just shows how committed they were into protecting this country and defeating Crocodile, because he is the one to be blamed for all of this. So yeah, I really want to see this next episode. Really hope that Koza is saved, because it's really not looking good for him right now. And I want to see what's going to be like the outcome of this situation with like these people firing at Koza. Like this is going to trigger some people, and I'm not sure if the war is going to proceed because of this, which would be really bad. But yeah, we'll see in the next episode. I'm definitely really curious to watch it. So I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to this one, and if you did, please like and subscribe to the channel. And you can also join my Discord and my Patreon if you want to get early access to my full reactions. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next one, so take care guys.